Good morning, my garden friends, and welcome to my garden. It's the end of February. We have still a few days left, and I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of what's going on in my yard. And this is my backyard, and I'm going to show you what our preserve looks like. And that fence is probably 4.5 feet, and it's a beautiful sight. I mean, it's just lovely to come out here and sit in the porch and see everything. I'll show you we sit out here on our porch and have our coffee and what have you, and the French doors can open and allow a nice breeze to come through, and we hear the water from the fountain. Just a sweet little fountain, and wind chimes. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing to take nature and put it back to work. You know, things that have been chopped off, and we try again. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around so that you can see what I'm doing and not see just me. So okay, there we go. So now we cut our Crepe Myrtle back a couple days ago, and I have all these nice branches that Rick so nicely took all the side shoots. So I can use those for projects like building more trellises, so that I don't have to go out and buy bamboo trellises or bamboo stakes that are 6 foot. I've got the compost pile. I'm going to start that again. I did start it before, and I had it quite high. I had a neighbor who brought his grass clippings, but he has huge oak trees, and they're a live oak, which is a different leaf than your normal oak that you guys up north have. That it's a thinner leaf that breaks down. Our live oak leaves are, small, maybe 2 inches, and they're very thick. They don't want to break down. I don't want to see if I can see any without crawling in the dirt today. I'm trying to stay clean, and there, I think you can see them. You can see that this is little, really, it takes a couple years for them to break down. They don't break down like in months. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys something. And it's, I'm going to grow sweet peas. Now, my neighbors brought me sweet pea seeds from the lady Magnolia something or other. She has a magazine and a company, and she and her husband Chip do all sorts of renovations. Anyway, the name of the company is just Magnolias, and she sent I'm sorry, my friends went on vacation, and they know that I love seeds. So they brought these back for me, but they brought them back, and it was during the summer. So I had to wait until last January to go ahead and put them in the ground. And I had them out in the front yard, my little coalberry garden, as I call it, on the swale. And I had them growing there, and they grew quite nicely. They grew about 4 or 5 feet vines, and they had some very pretty blooms on them, and the blooms were really fragrant. I have to say, they were really nice. And but because we get so much wind, the vines themselves they really had to work to hang on. So this year I decided that I was going to build a trellis for them. Now, you guys have seen my trellises down here. I just did these a week or so ago, and you can see these little pea shoots are growing really nicely And these are a 6 foot by ½ inch bamboo stake, and I just put a string on them and they came up, and I had 6 of those, and then I did a crossbar to give myself stability at the top and a place to tie the strings. And then I also did a bamboo at the bottom so that I could tie them. And for anybody who's trying this, just a little hint, put it up on a little block so that when you tie them, you have, a way to get underneath each one without getting dirty. And then when you drop it, it actually pulls your strings a little more taut. So I did this one and one over here, and they've both been very, very a success for me anyway, I think. And so I'm looking forward to having peas. But I wanted to try this idea. Rick went out and bought me more steaks, but when he brought them home, I said, well, honey, I need one for the top and one for the bottom. And he just looked at me with a grimace, and I said, no problem, I'll just find some of my Crepe Myrtle branches. And so that's what I did. And these shoots are only a couple weeks old, and somehow a marigold seed got in amongst them. So I have marigold in the sweet peas. It sounds like a 60s group, doesn't it? So anyway, garden what you've got. If you're in the South, this is a great time to be planting peas and sweet peas, because they don't like it really hot, and so if you're going to get a harvest, now is the time to do it. So anyway, I'll just give you a little sweep. These are the poinsettias that bloomed beautifully this year. They made it through the mealybug attack. And the carrots, and there's beets here in front. I don't know if you can see the beets that are trying to come up. And I just, planted, what's this, maybe 3 feet, 4 feet of each, just as a border. And I can harvest the greens, and that's important to me. I'm not really a root person, but I love the greens. And so that's what's happening here in Windermere, Florida, Zone 9B. The hibiscus have come out. They're ready to start really showing. And my little square foot garden here is really kicking in. I've got 2 types of lettuce, and I've got spinach and basil. I think what I'm going to do with the basil is take this out and separate it and let each one grow. Here's more radishes that are coming up for me, and then here's some more beets. So anyway, that's about it. I think our cold nights are over. I think probably within the next couple weeks we're going to start seeing the plumeria bud out and have some leaves. And your 2 big ones there, 1 small. I've got a whole bunch of babies to either plant or give away. I've got, this is a mauve Crepe Myrtle, and as you can see, I didn't do a Crepe Myrtle like we did in the front yard, but I just did mine in the old-fashioned way of just taking off just the tops. This is a red Florida maple tree that I got it from Duke Energy, and it's just absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. And then also they sent me one Crepe Myrtle that is a raspberry. And so again, these are so young that I just lobbed off the tops, just the seed heads, and we'll let those grow quite well. So I think that's about it. That's about all that's going on in my yard. And It's looking healthy. I haven't gotten any uh, disease or any pest yet, but this is only February. And so anyway, that's it. I just thought you might like to come and visit me, and I'm ready to go out and put my shoes on and take off for a walk while it's still cool and just lovely here. If you have a feeling that you'd like to come visit one of the nice warm states, Florida is certainly a great place to be. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.